This one is dirty and squalid, and nothing more than the stunted aspirations of a desperate developer who went to an early grave. Atop this tower is a penthouse which, despite its name, is as small and filthy as the tower to which it belongs. Inside, this penthouse is full of blood. This is closer to the truth. This is closer to the core of it all. Deeper into the apartment, beyond the still cooling aftermath of violence, hidden away, still waiting to be found, is a package. It is a small thing, not even as big as a gym bag, and unassuming in the way such things often are. It is a package bound in plastic wrap and brown tape. It is a package full of white powder, and it is the axle that the Iron City spins upon tonight. And as it turns, it ushers in not the world that was, nor the world that is, but the world that is yet to be. And tonight, not everyone is destined to live happily ever after. 1. 3 assholes walk into a bar. Jag. A bar. A dive. A neon sign glitching on and off above a burst of yellow light seen through a smeared window pane. A bouncer hulking in a doorway, the type with more knuckles than IQ points. Probably half dryad by the look of him, although his mother certainly wasn't one of the willow tree sprites that get all the press. The smell of wet asphalt and cigarette smoke. Brownies, kobolds and she bundling past, wishing they had enough money to go in. But no one in this part of the Iron City is particularly liquid right now. They haven't been for the past 50 years. Prospects don't look great. Inside, a mad cram of bodies. Ruddy-faced kobolds. She in imperious shades of blue. Pixies scattered across the dance floor, all the colours of a shattered rainbow. A shouting, clawing mass with one thing in mind, erasing the grind of the week with bad decisions and the possibility to one day tell a story that starts with the phrase, "Don't judge me because I was obliterated at the time." The Fae of the Iron City are at their shift's end. They are at their wits' end. They don't appreciate the rhyme, even though the band on stage are milking it for all they're worth. A pixie on vocals, her hair half shaved, the other half bright as summer lilacs. She's screeching and screaming, throwing all of her adolescent energy into every word. And it's immature, and it's mostly wrong, but there's still a beauty to her passion that half the preening Fae with their pints of fermented nectar can't wait to tell her about. Behind her, a kobold has scavenged an old oak door from somewhere, and is beating on it like it said something horrifying about his sister. Broad, and wearing a shirt to prove it, muscles emerging from the shaggy mane of red hair that obscures half his features. The slender she violinist who accompanies them is perhaps hampered by her own ennui. Still, attitude counts for a lot on stage, and her dead-eyed stare from above knife-blade-sharp cheekbones makes up a lot of ground. The 3 of them have Jag transfixed. Jag does not belong here. Jag's neatly coiffed and perfectly trimmed hair don't belong. Her clothes with their perfect lines and elegant stitching don't belong. And Jag's race definitely does not belong. Jag is a goblin. She is obviously and painfully a goblin. She is green-skinned and sharp-featured. She has yellow eyes with slit pupils. She is long-fingered, and while she is taller and graced with more she-like elegance than most of her kind, she is still, most undeniably, a goblin. Jag is an oppressor in a bar of the oppressed. Jag thinks she knows all this, of course. Jag believes she is wise to the possibilities and the dangers, but Jag is the heir of House Redcap. Her father is Osmondo Red. Consequences have been, in her experience, things that happen to other goblins. The other reason no one in the bar is willing to cure Jag of her assumptions is Syl. Syl stands behind Jag's chair. Syl with a sword strapped to her back and scars on her face that the sweep of her white blonde hair cannot quite obscure. Half goblin, half she, every angle on her body seems to have been sharpened to a point. And while her skin is too green for the tastes of the Fae around her, too pale for the goblins back home, she is more than prepared to take on anyone who wants to take it up with her. Syl. Syl hears the music. She sees the encounter with the numinous it inspires in Jag. She finds it does nothing for her. To her, the notes are simply obfuscation, hiding mutters, muting.